What's up, YouTube? Taruga. Driving home right now after watching the Pacquiao Marquez 4 fight. What can you say? All good things come to an end. We saw this happen to Roy Jones. People that are normally Williams, that are normally iron-chinned, go down by flush punches out of nowhere. People get old overnight. And fighters like Manny Pacquiao, who rely on speed and reflexes, do not age as well as fighters such as pure tacticians like Juan Manuel Marquez, Bernard Hopkins, that kind of thing. They do better at old age a lot of the times, and this is just a fight where I think Manny Pacquiao looked sensational in the first 2 rounds. He looked incredible. He even looked really good in the 3rd round, but Marquez throws a looping right hand. First flush punch that he lands on Manny Pacquiao, Pacquiao goes down. He looked like more of a flash knockdown, but it definitely got Pacquiao's attention. And Pacquiao, although he was physically hurt, mentally he was never back into the fight again. He kind of hit his gloves together to get that spark back, and he comes back in the 4th round, and it looked like, you know, it was a little bit closer. Could have gone either way that round. I was scoring, I put a star above that round saying that's a toss-em round, but I gave it to Pacquiao again just because it looked like he landed more punches. And then in the 5th round, Pacquiao drops Marquez, although it was more of an off-balance type shot. It didn't look like Marquez was hurt that bad. But then he gets up and started eating left straights, just one after another. And Marquez's nose was bloody. All his face was turning into a bloody mask by the time that round was over. And then for a second, I thought maybe Manny Pacquiao would end up getting a stoppage that round and finally beating Marquez. But it didn't happen. Marquez's face was physically busted up, bruised up. Pacquiao was doing facial reconstructive surgery on Marquez. And then he was dominating again in the 6th round, I thought. And then when that happened for that last 10 seconds, the whole time I was screaming, Manny, you already won the round. Don't get wild. Just relax. This is what I was saying in my head. And you guys might think I'm full of shit, but believe it or not, the first thing that I thought about was Shane Mosley and Mayorga in the last second of the 12th round. I said to myself, what if Manny Pacquiao gets knocked out? You know, I didn't think it would happen, but I said to myself, what if that happens in the last like 5 seconds of the round? Sure enough, with 1 second left in the 6th round, Pacquiao comes in wild as a motherfucker, without his reflexes. You know, his legs aren't there. He doesn't look good, even though he was dominating that fight for the most part. If you take out the knockdown in the 3rd round, if you take out that knockdown, I mean, you would have seen that Manny Pacquiao was dominating the fight. But the whole time, you could tell Marquez was just thinking. He was just winding up that right straight, and he let it go right when Manny Pacquiao was coming in, with 1 second left in the 6th round, and Pacquiao does a Paul Williams, falls face first onto the canvas, lying on his face, on his stomach, and doesn't get back up. And he was down for a good 3-4 minutes, and crowd's going wild. It was almost surreal, like just seeing Manny Pacquiao like that. You would never think. I was kind of favoring Manny Pacquiao just because I had the same mindset of Freddie Rose saying that, oh, you know, judges are going to have bias because people think Marquez got robbed. So I was on that book saying, oh, Marquez would probably win a decision, and I didn't think that would happen. So it was shocking to me and almost probably everyone else out there too. And I felt bad for Jinky. She was kind of screaming hysterically, crying, that kind of thing. And then after 5 minutes or so, Manny Pacquiao finally opens his eyes, and Marquez wakes up to Marquez being the new winner and probably closing out this chapter of their life. As far as Manny Pacquiao goes, like I said, his reflexes look shot. He didn't. It doesn't look like he has the power, or I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Maybe he has power, but Marquez is just beefed up too much, and he can take him really good. Even in the third fight, you saw it. Pacquiao landed more punches, but Marquez was landing the harder punches. They moved Pacquiao. Where does Manny Pacquiao go from here? He retires. Please, 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 Manny, retire. I've seen, like Freddie Rose said, Freddie Rose should be man enough to tell Manny, hey, you know what? You need to retire. You had a great career. Eight division world champion, 10 world titles. You have nothing else to prove. Obviously, the Floyd Mayweather fight is out the window. What would have happened in that fight? Who knows? Maybe if they fought out, probably Floyd would have knocked him out too. But if it was Manny 4 years ago, that would have been a much better fight. But Manny Pacquiao, please retire. I've seen Roy Jones go down the same path, and I don't want to see you go down that same path either. Now that you've been knocked out, it's always going to be in the back of your mind. You're never going to be as open and as explosive as you once were. People are going to know that. Everyone's going to try to go for the knockout. It's just not going to be the same. Your career's over, Manny. But I'm happy at least he lost to his, lifetime rival and not some other guy. Like if he fought Brandon Rios or something after that and got knocked down by a Rios, I wouldn't have liked to see that. If he was going to get knocked out by someone, I would wanted it to be Marquez. Marquez fans, rejoice. You guys finally got the decision, or the knockout of all things. Marquez said, "Fuck the judges, I'm going in," and that's exactly what he did. So props to Marquez, Team Marquez. And then for Manny Pacquiao, you had a great career, but time to hang him up, buddy. Well, let me know what you guys think about it. This is Ted Aluga. Peace.